Howdy guys and dolls out there in YouTube land, your favorite little keto goofball Diamond back again with a very sorrowful and sad update on everything. So this is my keto diary, year 1, day 7. And if you follow me on Facebook, you will know already, but if you don't, my grandson's mother, Haley, passed away August the 2nd at 11:45 p.m. Her mother said she went peacefully. For what it's worth, anyway. Hopefully she never felt a thing, you know. It's just, it's one of those things. I've never in my life had to see so much pain and feel so much pain, and I hope to God I never do again. She was 20 years old, and I just had to watch this 20-year-old's mother. Nope. Lose their child. I thought I was over this part. Sorry about that. I had to take a moment to drop the waterworks. And now we're also left with my 4-year-old grandson, having to explain to him that he'll never see his mommy again, knowing that he will not possibly understand that and that he will ask many more times. So let me just say this, that if your friends offer you something and they're partying and they're having a great time and it's meth or heroin or coke, your friends are not partying. They're not your friends. Misery loves company, and they're miserable. They're trapped in hell. They can't get out, and they're dragging you in with them. Walk away. In fact, smack them in the face, then walk away. There's just so many emotions. There's rage and anger and heartbreak and devastation and knowing that there's a little boy now that's about to grow up without his mother. And I'm pissed. And I don't even think pissed is the right word. It's where's Batman? You know, can we get some vigilantes out here, take out all the drug dealers? Can we do this? No, I know we can't, but why not? Why not? The government's war on drugs is the most ridiculous thing in the world. Yeah, if we catch them, we might put them in jail for a couple weeks. Till they bond out and plea down and so, whatever. Sorry. I don't really know how to handle this. And honestly, I am not equipped to handle this, to be honest with you. And I don't even know what to say. I have started making my grandson a book for his mother so that he will have things to hold on to. I've went through her Instagram feed and her Facebook page, and I've cropped some things down, and I'm going to show you this. And this is what his photo album probably will look like. I left whatever wording she put so that he'll have it in his mother's own words. I love this little boy so much. He is my everything. There are so many things like this from her. I've got like 200 on my husband's phone, 150 on this phone. He's going to have a hell of a photo album. And of course there's going to be videos here again that will be cropping up. I'm going to put them in a special playlist. If you got nerves of steel, you can watch. If not, they're probably going to tear you up like they do me. Sorry. And you might notice my husband's absent from this video, but he's also sick and has a cold and doesn't feel good. So, and he's very upset too. So, yeah. I mean, I don't, what can you say? What can you do? How can you, and all these thoughts run through your head. What could I have said something different? Could I have tried something else? And the truth is, no, I couldn't. Because Haley, while she had a great mom, her mom worked all the time. And while her mom was at work, she let Haley stay at her other grandma's house, who, and her dad was in and out of the home, who was an alcoholic and a drug addict. He was murdered 4 years ago when Zach was 3 months old. And Haley felt very guilty about that because she didn't want Zach to live in the same home with him, which is at one point where social services would try to force them, which social services released Haley and Zach into my care. She was 15 turning 16. So, and Zach came home with his daddy anyway, so it was a whole long drawn out affair, a story. And like I said, she had a great mom, but mom worked a lot. And but Haley never got over her father being murdered. Never got over it. And I guess she found a trailer park full of meth and numbed the pain, which of course gave her a whole new set of problems. And this was probably about 2 years ago. And right at the same time, she broke up with my son and moved out of the home. There was a lot, man. There was just so much. And we begged and we talked to her. And so many people act like this was such a surprise and such a shock. I always knew I was going to get that call. I knew I was going to get it because I knew she was doing the drugs. And I told people about it, you know. And she's like, oh, but I don't do it anymore. I just did it one time. And it's no, they never just do it one time. And if they just do it one time, they don't hang out with those people that they did it one time with, because those people are hooked. And if you keep going back, you're hooked too. So if your kid said they just did it one time, but they can't stop hanging out with those friends, they're lying. And you're going to get that damn call. I didn't mean to make this video about this. I did not mean to do that. It was actually just going to be short. A short update. But my life has to get back to normal. Some sense of normalcy. And she will be laid to rest Monday. No, I'm sorry, Tuesday. Monday is the viewing. Hopefully the cough is gone by then. But, yeah. I can't even tell you. Seeing somebody in a coma and hoping and praying, no matter what the doctors say, that there's still a chance. As long as their heart beats, there's still a chance, you know? And then slowly realizing her organs are failing and it's not going so well. I'm not gonna cry. I've done it a lot. Sorry about that. And I'm really sorry to put this on my channel, but I know a lot of you are concerned and you wanted to be updated and you wanted to know, and I don't blame you. And plus it helps me talk about it, helps me get it out. It's just frustrating. It's aggravating and it's maddening and it's sickening. And if you're on this shit, get off. I know it's easier said than done, but damn, look what you're doing to your family. You might think that you've got some problem that you need to mask, but you are not masking a damn thing. You are adding to. In fact, you are making your problems astronomically worse. Okay? They started out as a pebble and now they're Mount St. Helen. Okay? Don't do that to mask anything. It doesn't fucking work. I'm going to end this video now. And then I'm going to do a separate video for my diary, because I don't want this to be my diary video. And again, if you see videos pop up that are sad or about Haley or about Zach, you might want to avoid them. And I don't blame you. But if you want to add a word or two or something for Zach, that's fine. Over the next few days, or forever. See, I kind of always thought she would clean up her act. I never really gave up hope that she would start to act right. And I figured at some point Zach would end up living with his mom more full time. So we've left the house as is, but it's coming to it. We're going to have to add a room. We're just going to have to. He needs his own space. Everybody needs their own space. Really, we need to have 3 rooms. Oh, wow. And I've been adding stuff on my Amazon wish list for him. A mattress and a swing set. Stuff to make it easier. And every time me and hubby will get those things for him so that he can, I don't know, have a little bit more of a normal childhood. Right now he's fine. He's in there bouncing off the walls. I don't know if you'll hear all the bangs and tings in there. But he's fine right now, you know. And again, he's 4, so it's not something that's going to sit for him. And he's going to completely understand now. And that's all right. We just have to keep explaining to him the best way we know how. And his mother, even though she only came around once every 3 weeks, I think those were her moments of clarity. Probably the only time she wasn't too messed up to come around. He will know she loved him. He will know, because I will make sure he knows. There will be videos, books, photos, everything. Quotes, cute stories. You know what? Let me give you a cute Haley story. A couple years ago, well, probably about 4 years ago, I think it was while she was pregnant with Zach. And I don't like ice cream, so I just want you to understand this now. If I say I want to bite ice cream, I want a little bitty tiny bite. But we just went to McDonald's. She had this ice cream cone, brand new, and you know how they twirl it all the way up to the top. I said, I want to bite this child. And I bet she weighed 90 pounds at the time, because when we first met her, she was anorexic. She's always had a lot of issues, she really has, but when we first met her, she was anorexic, and she wouldn't eat. The first time I ever took her out, the child only ate lettuce. Literally lettuce, no ranch, no dressing, no nothing else. Lettuce. So anyway, I told her I want to buy this ice cream. She opened her mouth, put the entire thing in, all the way to the cone, right here, the bottom of the cone. And I started laughing. I bursted out laughing. This child was shooting ice cream out of her nose and her mouth and trying not to let the ice cream flap. She ate that damn ice cream. I want you to know that. She sure did. We took her to a family function. And again, she was coming out of anorexia and she was pregnant, but we just didn't know she was at the time. I took her to a family function. She ate 5 plates. I'm not even joking. They were full. And I was sitting there going, where the hell is she putting this? Zach apparently was eating it all, but, so yeah. The last few years with her has been really rough. But there wasn't always like that. And I think everybody with family that has problems knows that. The family, they weren't always like that. And they were good. And she was still really sweet. Misguided, lost, lying, but still really sweet. Anyway, guys and dolls, let me shut up. Let me do a keto diary. And hopefully this will just ease off over time. Much love to y'all.